You're likely to already have heard all about Parkrun, the weekly 5K group jogs that take place every Saturday across the region. For many, they've become way more than a run. Someone who can attest to that is Kelly Barton from Southport. Kelly is blind and fell in love, then eventually married the guide runner she was paired with. The couple are now shouting out the benefits of the parkrun movement as a way to keep fit and active, to make friends and perhaps even find a life partner. Tim Scott reports.
It's a romance that blossomed while two people were pounding the streets and parks around Southport. Kelly Barton and Mike Leatherbarrow are now a married couple after Mike became Kelly's guide runner 7 years ago. Kelly, who's blind, had never run before, but jogging alongside Mike brought the pair closer and closer together.
Week on week we just kind of got to know each other, we chatted a lot while we ran, and then we built a really solid friendship. And then I think we both liked each other, but neither of us did anything about it because we didn't want to lose the friendship, and I certainly didn't want to lose a good running guide. And then eventually, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to tell him that I like him.
So Mike, it sounds as though you were the one who was a bit coy in all this.
Very much so, absolutely, yeah. Try to stay professional, just stay a guide runner. Turned into a brilliant friendship.
Yes.
And we didn't want to ruin that at first, so I didn't. But over time, it blossomed.
When you're jogging together like this, I mean, when you first met, that must have forged a bond between you anyway, a bond of trust, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, because I'd never ran before, so when I was running with Mike for the first time, I normally walk around with a cane, but I put my cane down, I'm holding his arm or a tether, and I massively put your trust in all the guides that you run with. But obviously with Mike, I've ran a lot more than just parkrun. We've done half marathons together, we did the London Marathon, so you're hugely putting your trust in that person. So, and every relationship needs trust, doesn't it? So I guess ours is based on that.
And we're off.
Go on, Kelly.
After getting together with Mike, Kelly took to running like a professional. As well as the regular Saturday morning park runs, the pair progressed to half and full marathons.
Oh, well, for me it was absolutely horrendous because I've never run a marathon, but Mike's a bit of a pro, aren't you?
Yeah, I've done quite a few marathons, so I understood the challenge ahead for Kelly.
Yeah.
The commitment, the time, the long runs.
Yeah. Was it a whole other world of pain for you, Kelly, doing a marathon?
Yeah, it was, and I think when you're running those longer distances, you go through loads of emotions. Like I think every runner does. So you might feel a bit annoyed, you get a bit upset.
Do you have any lovers' tiffs along the way?
God, loads of them.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's what we did today. Yeah, we have them all the time. So poor Mike, when I'm doing marathon training, he's getting all those emotions that you would normally experience on your own. Because you're attached to a guide runner, they're getting it as well.
Mike's friend Simon Tobin was Kelly's GP. He's responsible for getting the pair together.
Mike guided Kelly to, I think, 13 successive personal bests. Love blossomed several years later. But in terms of impact, for me as a GP, it's probably the most impact I've ever had in anybody's life at all.
Having got together over park runs, Kelly and Mike are now keen to promote the benefits of the Saturday morning activity enjoyed by thousands of us every weekend up and down the country.
Parkrun's absolutely amazing. What I love about it is that there's just a huge sense of community here. I've made loads of friends. When I started running, I wasn't fast at all, but it didn't matter. You can walk, you can volunteer, you can jog, and then you can run. And everyone's just so encouraging, and it's absolutely brilliant for what a great thing to get up and do on a Saturday morning.
Tim Scott, ITV News, Southport.